Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. This is my first video on YouTube and I decided to make a walkthrough of American Conquest, which is probably my favorite game of all times. I checked on YouTube and I didn't found any walkthrough in English, which is, in my humble opinion, a shame, so I'll try to do it, despite my English isn't perfect. So yeah, let's do it. Let's start with the campaign. The first chapter of the campaign is Columbus Voyage for Spaniards. Si, senor. Yeah, let's start. The first chapter is the first mission is Columbus Voyage 1, the New World. Here is the description. You are Columbus. After a long voyage, you and your expeditionary troops land on the shore of New World. Your primary task is to settle in this new land and create 35 peasants. The difficulty will be always impossible. I'll try to make impossible possible. Yep, let's start. Yeah, each mission of the campaign starts with the little historical introduction, but for this mission, as it is first mission of the whole campaign, it will be huge. So yeah, if you don't want to watch it, you just I'll just put the time code in the description of the video, so you just remote it if you don't want to. But I always enjoyed it and I recommend you to watch it anyway. Yeah, let's start.
On the 3rd of August, 1492, an expedition of 3 ships left the port of Palos, fully equipped to search for a seaway to India. The expedition was led by Christopher Columbus, a man destined to go down in history as the discoverer of a continent previously unknown to the Europeans. The most striking fact of his voyage, however, is that Columbus was not actually seeking to discover new lands. He was looking for a sea route to the distant country of India, a land whose fabulous riches had been the subject of many a myth, which had kindled the fire of greed in the eyes of all men, regardless of whether or not they had previously been prone to avarice. It was from India that Columbus was to bring his patrons much gold, silver, spice, and slaves to repay them hundredfold for the expenses of the voyage. Much was invested into the expedition. Spanish Queen Isabella even had to pawn her diamond crown to cover the cost of the venture. The Spaniards had one major rival, King John II of Portugal, who was well aware of the impracticability of the plan Columbus had made. He knew the Spanish squadron would never reach India, but he was equally sure that the Genoese would discover hitherto unexplored lands in the west, and that these lands would for some time draw the court's attention away from searching for a route to India, which would buy him some time in the race for fabulous riches from overseas. Before turning to the Spanish crown, Columbus had already sought support from the Portuguese and been rejected. The fact was that the Portuguese king had already heard of America's existence, which had been testified to in numerous records of travels and explorations, and of possible new lands in the western region of the Atlantic as early as 1470. Some parts of America's Atlantic coast were marked on maps which a Portuguese navigator had compiled in 1452. After 1452, a large number of royal patents were issued to captains for some unknown islands in the Atlantic, authorizing them to seek out these lands and settle there. The Spanish crown was disturbed by the Portuguese behavior. From 1488 to 1495, Spanish spies in Lisbon were constantly sending reports to their rulers about Portuguese vessels secretly sailing off to the west. It was time to act. On the 12th of August, 1492, a fair wind carried Columbus's squadron out of the harbor, and he set a course for the American coast. On October 11th, he approached one of the isles in the Bahamian archipelago. Christopher Columbus raised the Spanish flag and declared the island to be located at the gates of India and the property of their royal majesties Isabella and Ferdinand. The details of the conquest were taken down by the expedition's notary, Rodrigo de Escobedo, in a document that declared the native islanders to be Castilian subjects. Columbus's ships then began to explore the shores of the New World, unaware of the dangers awaiting them at every turn. At Christmas, the flagship Santa Maria was wrecked on a coral reef. The explorers decided to set up a colony on the nearest island. On January the 4th, Columbus left 38 people behind with a stock of weapons and food in the new colony they had named Navidad, Christmas, and set sail for Spain. On March the 4th, the explorers stood before King John II, who welcomed Columbus with open arms and affirmed his own rights to the New World. King John later offered to discuss the rights to the newly discovered lands, and a treaty was drawn up in 1494, whereby the demarcation line was to follow the meridian 370 leagues west of the Cape Verde Islands. According to the agreement, Brazil went to Portugal. Pope Alexander VI divided the whole New World and its countries, discovered or not, between two monarchs, two states actively patronized by the Roman Church, Spain and Portugal. Now it's high time other European states laid claim to the New World and stood up for their rights with the power of their guns. The division of the world continues.
Yeah, so that was it. Let's go to the mission. Yeah, Columbus, blah blah blah. Create 35 more peasants. Those automatic messages, I'll just close them off. If you want to read them, you just pause the video. So yeah, let's go. Here are my peasants. They will build the fort. Yep. We have to make a mill, and we have to make a dwelling to produce more peasants, which is a goal for our mission. Yep. You see Indians? They are just saying hello. They're not enemies by now. But my fort will shoot them anyway. Yeah. Dwelling almost finished. I have no such a goal, but I'll still try to explore a little bit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see? My guys are going here. We start producing. Yeah, the goal for mission is to create 35 more peasants, but it's a bit incorrect, because the real goal of mission you need to have 50 peasants in total, and as we have 0 food, my unit started dying. Yeah, you see warning on the left. As the units start dying, we have already 13, so we have to create 37 peasants more. Oh, we captured those ruins of the elders, and yeah, we can shoot from this building. We have 1 pikeman here. Let's put 5 more in there. Yeah, so they are bringing food. You make this upgrade, which will increase our food production by a lot. Yeah, you see the map, you see the mini map here. This is my screen, to the right, to the left. On the it's on the mini map. Here we can already produce. You see our food production our food is slowly increasing. So in total in this building we have already 6 guys, 6 pikemen, halberdier. Vamos muchachos. They're Spaniards, right? I hope I pronounced it right. Here are our 2 ships. As you remember from the introduction, the main ship, the flagship, Santa Maria, was wrecked on the coral reef, which is a fact, historical fact. Yeah, and this was one of the reasons why do I love this game. Despite you enjoy the game you are playing, you also can learn something, which I find very useful. You need 25 more peasants. Yeah, you see, we have 25 in total. So yeah, we press I. We see peasant. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I press O and all the buildings are like ghosts, so you can actually see what's behind it. Yeah, you see? I'll try to... It's very useful. Yeah, you see? Each building can shoot... Yeah, so not the building, the people, you can send them into the mill, for example. Yeah, you see? There are 6 peasants, 7 peasants inside, and they can shoot if the enemy is close. Yep. Let's bait. Let's try to bait those guys. 33 peasants in total. Yeah, you see, we have already almost 10,000 food. Guys, where are you? We'll do a little exploration. Guys, no, don't follow me. Siempre. Congratulations, you did it. Yeah, so that was it. I hope you enjoyed it, but this was just the first mission. It's introduction and it's tutorial at the same time, and yeah, the next missions will be much more intense. I promise you that. So if you like the video, press like, press subscribe, press notification bell. I promise not to bother you more than one video per week. Unfortunately, I don't have time for more right now. Yeah, and always leave your comments, what you like, what you don't like. I'll text you back, I promise. Yeah, thanks for watching and take care. Bye.